Were you approached by other SPACs prior to Omnichannel Acquisition?
Yes.
What made you join on with Matt and the team at OCA and really set them apart?
As some of the people that are watching know, I come from an immigrant background. I was born in the former Soviet Union. My entire business career has really been my father and my brother AJ as my only actual partners. And, Matt is really like a brother to me. He's really the only other person that I've had a significant business relationship with when him and Steve Ross made an investment in VaynerMedia and our fund together and things of that nature. So for me, it was the comfort of the human interaction. But more importantly, I've had a front row seat over the last decade into what I think is Higgins's superpower, which is talent understanding. I often talk about right now with NFTs and SPACs and everything, there's so much debating. Everyone's spending their time trying to convince. And I speak a lot about the thought of like, look, when there's new innovations and a lot going on, convincing is super, super fine and interesting for people. But having conviction and executing, I think, is really the most interesting part. And I think there's a lot of people that talk about being good at understanding how to put together advisors or humans. Matt has put the wins on the board of the people and the companies that he's backed. And so you can imagine when I started becoming educated on what SPACs were, which is, okay, these companies are going to actually have to perform when they go public. It's not private sector capital arbitrage. It's real life. How profitable are you actually? There was a confidence layer for me to go into this one because I knew that that's all that Matt has ever really focused on, which was who are the actual practical practitioners, right? I heard, and thank you very much for the nice interlude of like motivational, but operator. I see Aaron Bryan in the comments saying Gary talks about motivational, but looks miserable. I'm not miserable. I'm focused. I'm an operator. These gray hairs come because I have a 1,500 person company globally and I'm operating every day. And I think operations and execution is going to matter. Chris, I think you know this, 98%. I think there's going to be complete carnage with the majority of the SPAC companies that go public. It's a hot trend to go. It's a liquidation micro event, but there's a lot of companies that probably shouldn't be going public because it's premature for them. They might be great companies, Chris, but they're not going to be great companies in the first 18 to 24 months from a profitability standpoint, and the market's going to chew them up. And listen, we've seen things like Facebook go from 42 to 19 to 250. Like some of those companies will go on to be incredible bets. I just would rather bet on a human who comes from an operational picking talent background than let's say a VC or financial arbitrage picking talent background. And I think that's going to be the differentiator. And I'm not interested in wasting my time, Chris. If I'm going to be advising and this and that, like I'd like for the thing to do well, not to like make myself feel good. So this was an easy horse for me to jump on.